Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we'll be doing a quick sketch of a body or torso in a light pose. Now we have done other videos that feature the torso and in a source of light, but we are doing one from another angle from which the light source is hitting from this side and a part of the torso is facing that way. So when you have your pencils all set, that is the middle portion of the torso as seen from this angle. This is the chest, collarbone area, delt area, left arm, bringing that delt down a little bit and putting in the right arm. Okay, so the definition will of course depend on what kind of a person we are basing the sketch on, but it's always recommended, and we have mentioned this in other videos, that a certain level of fitness be reflected in such sketches, because it just helps to bring out a little more in terms of resources, in terms of tones, and there's more to tap into. So we've just put some basic structure down. Now we have to hit the tones, and again light source is coming in from here. So let's say that the arm is just slightly raised. It will definitely cast a shadow. Somewhat like that. Around every indent, for instance right here under the biceps bulge. Now sometimes the biceps is flat and there won't be enough of a bulge to generate a shadow, but it's a good practice to assume that there is a slight bulge, so that again you can tap into that extra bit, into that extra detail, which creates more work, but it also helps to pin down some additional skill set and gives more life to the illustration. Then around the delt area, depending on how much bulk is packed in every detail of the arm, so aside from the muscle composition, we are also putting in a tone against that light source right from top to bottom along the shape of the arm. If the same individual packs some nerves, some striations in the forearms, it would be very, very helpful to tap into that as well. So we're using again just casual crosshatch. Right around the bulge of the pecs, and similarly here. And under the pecs as well, if the pecs are large enough. But at this angle where everything is constrained into the other side, we might have a tone in any case. And then similarly as we did here, to get in that tone going, we will put in a tone first. Whether that tone becomes visible or not after we are done with the additional shadows, we will see, but otherwise just pack a tone right down. Do the same thing here, although again we might change our course. Just a few seconds into this, depending on how far away the arm is. Let's say the arm is closer to the body. In this case, this arm is the one we were talking about. We will pack in a intense shadow right around that line. We'll make this one here intense right around here, and then we go over to work on, let's actually also do a bit of this. Okay, so now we have to work on this structure. Now if there's a tone packed right under the pec, that has to be one here as well, and right along the curvature. Now this won't necessarily show out at that angle, so we could put this in a tone. There could be variations, for instance more intense under the pec and less intense here, but I think a uniform tone will be better. And then subtone right around the serratus, going into the abs. Again, it's turned this way, so the abs not necessarily showing unless they're really prominent and really coming out. Our take is that we should just go and fill in the entirety of the ab structure here. And perhaps just a bit of the obliques can be highlighted. And then under the chin, most definitely, depending on how raised the person's neck is, but at this position, you're going to set in the tone right onto the shoulder there. If there's any veins popping, we could just put some intense tones around that area as well, and then put in a little fade right there according to whatever details. So we change our direction there a little bit. So there we pretty much are done with this. And of course, depending on what is being worn, we will put in tones accordingly, perhaps right around here, depending on, again, what the person is wearing. There will be a degree of variation there in the tones and shadows that are put in. So there we have it, quick exercise in shading the torso in a light source that is hitting from there, and just to be like more on the realistic end. Now we could also try to for beginners, no, but for somebody who's been around just enough, just put in certain amount of smudging just to smooth things out, and we should be off to the races. And if you see, that tone comes out right here around the curvature of the chest, and that is the whole idea. And you could also make it more stand out in the sense that you could put in some eraser here and make certain portions lighter. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, keep in touch, have yourself a wonderful day.